Now, pigeon racing isn't the type of sport that you'd usually associate with a 9-year-old girl, but that hasn't stopped Elizabeth Cook. She's one of the youngest competitors in the country after following in the footsteps of her dad and granddad. And now that the sport has returned after lockdown, Elizabeth is being hailed as a future star. Ruth Flicktrop went to meet her.
Off they go, freedom! After so many weeks of lockdown, I've never envied a bird more. There are 3 generations of pigeon fanciers here, but 9-year-old Elizabeth is their rising star. I thought about sending her questions by pigeon post, but in the end we just did it on FaceTime.
I like watching my dad race, so when I was watching him, I asked him if I could have a go because I thought it would be fun.
So how does pigeon racing work? Well, competitors release specially trained birds, which then return to their homes over a carefully measured distance. Elizabeth has already beaten a number of former national champions 5 times her age and wants us to know there's more to pigeons than meets the eye.
They have their own compass in their head, and they can, just by seeing certain objects, they can find their way home.
It's obvious where she gets her talent from. Birds of a feather flock together.
My bloodline running down.
He reckons it's all to do with him, but I think I must have had something to do with it, surely. Well, I don't know if there are any other sports that you could have 3 generations competing against each other, regardless of age or talent. So on a level playing field.
And Grandad Derek thinks we could all learn something from pigeon fancying.
I think pigeons and pigeon racing is much like life. It's not all happy. It's much disappointment.
I think happiness is the biggest achievement. As long as she's happy doing what she's doing, then I think we'd be happy. It doesn't matter whether she wins, loses or draws at the end of the day.
As for Elizabeth, she couldn't give a monkeys that this is an unusual hobby for a 9-year-old.
Like, if you like it, you can have a go and do what your passion takes you to.
It's excellent advice. But Elizabeth now needs to get her birds ready for another race tonight. Another win would be another feather in her cap. Ruth Flicktrop, 5 News.
Oh, I love it, doing it for the girls. Now, Prince William